Yo, what's happening? Welcome back to the greatest podcast on the face of the earth. We're here streaming again. This is LeVar Walker Daily Podcast Show. What's going on, good people? Today is Friday. January the 23rd. And listen, yesterday I got a call. If you are in Birmingham, Alabama, I will be performing at the Stardome this weekend. There was a call out. Jess Laris called out. So I'm taking the place. I know it's last minute. And if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. My money's good either way. But if you want to come to the show, please come out. So I'll be at the Stardome in Birmingham. This weekend. Matter of fact, when I get off of this, I'll be driving down to Birmingham, Alabama to start my weekend in Birmingham. So in today's news, we got there's a big beef going on between 21 Savage and the rapper Fivio Foreign. They're arguing right now. Oh, well, they're arguing right now over street cred, which I just I don't really understand. You know, I don't understand. And I guess this stems from 21 Savage saying F the streets, which, you know, I get it. 21 Savage is, he did street music and gangster rap or whatever. But when 21 Savage is saying F the streets, he's saying like F the mentality of the streets. Like, you know what I mean? Like this select people being selective on who told on who, and then at the end of the day, there's just no honor amongst thieves. It's just not. Nobody's gonna win, brothers, because there's only black men that are in the streets battling it out, or in the streets repping a block that you don't own. In the streets harming people that look like you. But when the bulldozer pulls up and the contractor pulls up, they run you and mama out of the neighborhood, and you don't fire not one shot. When they jack that rent up, you don't fire a shot. You and mama just have to leave, and you end up in some county, some suburban county that's being run down as well. So I'm guessing what's happened is this guy, Fivio Foreign, because I'm just keeping up with this. He was on a podcast with DJ Academics where he questioned 21 Savage's street credibility. Now, for me, as far as 21 Savage saying F the streets, I agree with him. I agree, and I'm a square. And I know a lot of people want to hold him accountable because, like I said before, people are going, well, he made his money. He done made his money and stuff off the streets. How could he say F the streets? And a lot of these brothers that are upholding the streets, they've act like these streets have done some good. You know what I mean? Like, they act like the streets have somehow, you would think that the way the streets are being upheld, you would think that the streets are providing health care and child care and tuition, and that the streets are actually feeding the people that are impoverished, and the streets are making proper investments. And none of this is true. The streets only lead to more destruction and death, and the streets help to empower other groups of people that don't look like us, who come into the community based off of the street mentality, and open up certain stores and just act as parasites on the community. So I'm all for the F the streets movement, but I want to show you guys where he's talking, and this is the first guy I was talking, I guess, in this academics podcast that we're gonna pull up here.
It's not true. If you a certain type of nigga,
and this is what he had to say.
Nigga everywhere, and your name and your arm is going to be able to stretch to certain different parts of the world.
No, it's different states. Savage one of them. Honestly, like I'm not saying on some instigating shit. I'm saying
you
that
instigator.
No, it's not instigating because it's really. I feel like I've seen enough, and obviously I don't see a lot of shit.
Now let's go back to the beginning.
I don't give a fuck.
This is 21 Savage going in.
Fivio Foreign, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Stop saying my motherfucking name. Don't think because a nigga trying to change that, man. Y'all niggas sit down somewhere, man. Straight up.
Now, I would say to 21, don't crash out, bro. A lot of you young brothers that are these big superstar rappers, you've made millions of dollars, just sue. Send a cease and desist, man. You know what I mean? Just sue them or whatever. Don't even speak on it. Just let them keep talking. Because it's only there to perpetuate more and more street violence and street movements. And I often have to question that a lot of these guys that are so for the streets that are black, like you for the streets, but you against racism, you against the KKK. Meanwhile, the streets have kicked you in the back more than any of these things you mentioned. And it just doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense to me. So
if your ass walking around with a 38, don't say nothing to me about the street. Straight up. If your ass 35 or older and you've been trying to rap since you was goddamn 17, 16, 15, don't say nothing to me about the street. You don't know nothing about the street. You ain't did nothing in the street. Straight up. Y'all niggas keep talking about all this fuck the street shit. Savage this, Savage that, Savage this. Savage will slap the shit out one of y'all niggas in real life. Y'all niggas know this. Stop motherfucking playing. Don't think, cause Savage on some positive shit that is, oh, let's talk about Savage every day.
No, I agree with Savage, man. Savage is growing up, and this is just a wise move, man. But I would not advise him to go crash out.
Hey, let's talk about Savage. Nah, this ain't that. Y'all niggas still get y'all ass whooped. Straight up. Nigga around that bitch looking for clout, man. Nigga old as hell. Poor as a motherfucker. Talking about who a street nigga in another state. How the fuck can you tell a nigga from a whole nother state what they is? You don't even know no nigga. What the hell?
You gotta understand, Savage, he just wants to activate you and get you talking about his name. This is also an attention grab.
Y'all niggas been wanting to be rappers y'all whole life. Ain't did nothing in the street. Y'all niggas ain't seen enough in the street to even feel how I feel about the street. That's where the disconnect come in at. I don't give a fuck about what your partners done did. I don't give a fuck about what your hood done did. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all as individuals. Y'all niggas ain't did nothing in the street, so y'all don't have no feelings towards. Y'all ain't cried enough. Y'all ain't lost enough. Straight up. Y'all niggas better stick to rapping, man. Pussy ass niggas, man. Nigga dicked out. Stick a fork in it, bro. Y'all niggas be gangster as a motherfucker in Area 59, man. Remote location ass niggas, man. Nigga ain't seen y'all niggas in 30 years. Y'all niggas keep trying to take the way a nigga words some shit to make it to go at a diss a nigga cause y'all been wanted, been hanging. I don't know what the hell y'all niggas motives be. Y'all niggas be acting like y'all wanna suck dick. Always talking about another nigga. Y'all bitch ass up, nigga. If I take my belt off, nigga. The fuck wrong with y'all? Everybody tough now. Fivio Foreign, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Pussy ass nigga.
Like Savage is a street nigga. Like Future, I look at him like he a bitch magnet.
What's making you think that Savage is a street nigga?
Okay, it's serious.
See, and this is this right here. Who cares, man? The issue that I have with who is street nigga and who's not is when you niggas ask to go to jail and you crying and you want everybody to free your ass and you want to get free and you're a good person and then you got to go get that white ass lawyer to extract resources from your ass and everybody crying. Everybody want to be street. Every nigga want to be tough, but don't no nigga want to go to jail. That's where I had an issue at. Like, go to jail. Like, they should build like a city. We should build a city where you just drop all these niggas off that want to be street niggas and let them live there, let them shoot it out and battle, and let it be a lawless city where they only abide by those rules. You know, you put them in the desert, or you could put them in Boosie world, where Boosie got to make us, and he build a big high fence, and Boosie could be the chief of the street lords. Then they just battle it out, and they never come out of this area. That's what needs to happen, because nobody cares anymore, man. These kids are streaming now. People are online. Oh, ain't nobody trying to be on no block holding no goddamn pack, my boy. That shit is over with. And to sit here and question who's street and who not, you sound like a Neanderthal. You sound like a prehistoric black man. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. And I'm happy to say I'm damn near 50. I was never involved with no street shit, or if I was street adjacent, meaning growing up in the 80s and 90s, pre-cameras, where they, growing up in the 80s and 90s, when there were no cameras, and my generation knelt to the altar of being a thug, of being a street nigga, and we've seen the result of that. It's just stupid at this point. And the question another black man on his street persona, or if he's street or not, is sick. It's just a sick ass mentality. If I'm questioned on any type of street reputation, I look a nigga in the eye and say, no, I'm not. I will put your ass under the jail. That will be my reply. I will put you with the street niggas you want to be around, because the real ones in jail. They either in jail or in the ground. Now, if you want to go be around that, fine. Allow me to be your bridge. But this is stupid.
See, now, the same when you
said fuck the streets.
Okay, I think he said that because he loves stuff. Honestly,
why you think 21 Savage is a street nigga, bro?
He's just, bro. Stop it.
Street nigga where?
The foil nigga. Just stop it. Bro.
In Atlanta.
You could only be a street nigga if where you from.
Now, here's a guy, a successful guy that lives in New Jersey, and he's questioning the street authenticity. These guys make millions of dollars with music, and they're questioning the street authenticity of another man. Very sad.
Like, niggas in Montana don't know if you're a street nigga.
It's not true. It's not true. If you're a certain type of nigga, you a certain type of nigga everywhere, and your name and your arm is going to be able to stretch to certain different parts of the world.
No, it's different states. Savage one of them. Honestly, like I'm.
Well, now he's supposed to be a universal street nigga, like an Avengers street nigga that's supposed to fly over the universe in streets.
I'm not saying on some instigating shit. I'm saying
you
that
instigator.
No, it's not instigating. Because it's really. I feel like I've seen enough, and obviously I don't see a lot of shit, but like the shit that I hit, like I could tell. I've never really been around Baby, but everything I've heard about Baby and how he rolling niggas to get down with, I know how they're going, right? I'm telling you, I hear the same thing. If I was to talk about Atlanta, YSL used to be on that. Baby niggas on that. Savage niggas on that. Then there's a lot of other people. They always told me Migos was from Gwinnett, which I don't know what that means.
So how come 6ix9ine could diss 21 Savage so much?
Yeah, but he dissed New York niggas too. Like he be dissing New York niggas like he's going on style.
Nah, but you saying this nigga.
It's interesting that he mentioned the YSL. And when you think about YSL, yes, was Young Thug, well, not necessarily, he didn't beat it. He's still on like this crazy probation. But what they don't talk about are the young men that fell through the cracks. They don't talk about those YSL members who are not famous, who are dead and in jail. They don't talk about the young brothers that was a part of YSL that are now doing 75 years, 100 years, who will never see the light of day again, only to aid and abet the record industry by keeping these artists real. These artists that barely make any money from their actual sales, these artists that are owned by another culture, their authenticity comes in when you get these pawns around them, when you get guys who are not as famous, but these artists call them their brother only to sell them out when all this shit hits the fan, when they have to go to court and the RICO is there. This is when they get different lawyers. This is when a lot of you young brothers will get sandbagged because you're thinking that big rapper guy is your friend. You thinking, man, I'll do anything. I'll put my life on lamb. He doesn't care about you. Okay, there are people that control this person that are outside of our race that wants to keep him authentic, and you just want attention to be in the limelight, but you will be sacrificed. And that's what's happening.
He's a street nigga. Niggas don't play with him.
Yeah, but 6ix9ine wouldn't go to Atlanta and like go to, I don't know, what club is popping in Atlanta? Just like he wouldn't come to, and I know he's going to respond when he get out of jail and say I'm lying, but I don't think he would go to Starless and diss you every night for 1 week. No way. Right? Like that would be a stretch,
that would
right?
Be crazy.
That would be crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't think he goes to Atlanta.
And see, these guys, like he's a big artist. Like he talks tough because he has these fatherless send-off men that are willing to do whatever to jeopardize their livelihoods and freedom to protect this guy. This is what happens. They get these send-off guys. They surround themselves with these poor niggas that have nothing. And then if he goes to jail, then they're left holding the bag and then they go away for the rest of their lives. As in Marlo Mike with Boosie. Don't nobody want to hear this truth though.
And this is, go to any poppin' Atlanta club and this is Savage there. You know what I mean?
Niggas is all cap. You understand? Niggas is cap, bro. Trust me. Niggas is all cap. It's all show. It's all smoke and mirrors.
So they're cap, but I guess he's allegedly real.
It's cap.
I feel like you know something I don't know, because I'm like, look kind of real to me. I don't know. Like, if you ask me now, I
would just tell y'all, man, just please, guys, just denounce this street shit, because we are enriching the whole criminal justice system, enriches other groups. So whenever we go to jail, whenever we are incarcerated, you make a job for other people in small towns that don't look like you. You make a job for a warden, you make a job for a CO, you make a job for the construction workers to build this jail. And it's a perpetual cycle. So for every one big tough street nigga rapper that is in the light, that everybody stares at that one in the light, there are millions who attempt to be this guy, but they're not going to make it. The numbers show like they're not going to make it. And even though that one guy's up there, the $1 million that he makes, they've made 100 million off him and they give him the $1 million. This is the perpetual cycle that we're on. So it's very important for us to say F the streets. That's important for us. That's important for our survival. And I think like right now, our community is in a great position because we're healing and we're starting to shame these people. We're starting to shame them. Thank honey. My honey made me a iced coffee. That's called having a good wife. That's a good wife. Okay, that's a good wife. But we have to shame these. We have to shame this activity. You have to shame them. But I'm gonna move right along. I think it's time for LeBron to hang it up, man. It's time for LeBron to hang it up, bro. Like, it's really time. LeBron need to go sit down. Like, from what I'm seeing, the whole Lakers thing with this LeBron era is like a reality television show or something. Like his relationship with Jeannie Buss. Now Jeannie Buss is turning on LeBron saying, I put Bronny James on the team and you didn't even say thank you, which later she ends up selling the team. This is just a mess. It's a mess. And I think it's time for LeBron to retire. He's brushing things off. The Lakers are losing. LeBron is 42 years of age, and I just don't think he can come out of the limelight. I don't think LeBron wants to give up the limelight. I really don't. Let's take a look at this. Let's see. But Bron, it's time to hang it up.
The ESPN report that was published yesterday that cited various points of friction between your relationship with Jeannie Buss. How do you feel like the kind of support and appreciation has been from Lakers ownership towards you in the latter stages of your Lakers tenure?
Quite frankly, I don't really get involved in that or the reports or whatever the case may be. I've seen a lot of it, obviously, but I don't really care about the reports, to be honest. You guys know me. You guys know since I've been here in my 8th year here, been in this league 23 years. There's going to be another article tomorrow, especially involving me. And at the end of the day, when I came to this organization, my whole mindset was about restoring, excellence, and the things that I've seen growing up, with the Lakers. Obviously, I didn't get an opportunity to watch the Showtime, but I know the history. And then in the early 2000s with Shaq and Kobe, and then what Kobe did, and, those couple runs with him and Powell. So, my whole mindset was like, how can I get, that feeling back to the Lakers organization, and where, when the Lakers and the Knicks and the Bulls and, the Celtics are good is great, so, and I was able to do that along with, our 14, 16 other guys winning a championship, bringing a championship here, that's always been my mindset. So, quite frankly, I don't really care about articles. I really don't. I don't care about stories. I don't care about podcasts and all that type of shit. It don't bother me.
You do care about podcasts, LeBron. That's why you did a podcast with JJ Redick. You absolutely care about the podcast, bro. You do. That's why this whole NBA just looks like a mess of a league. I believe LeBron is responsible for taking the competition out of the league. I think LeBron is a good guy. I think he's the most important things he meets: great husband, great father, great family man, all around good friend. But when it comes to being like an assassin on the floor and eliminating competition, I just don't think he got it like a Kobe or a Mike,
I'm 41 years old and I watch golf every day. I don't care about an article. I don't care how somebody feel about me.
Bro, you watching golf, bro. Did you hear that? He's done. Like, he's checked out mentally. I don't know why he's hanging on, bro. Like, you're watching golf at 41 every day. Just go out, man. Just let it go. Go get on that course with Kevin Hart and y'all just golf, because golf is a great game.
If you know me personally and then you know what I'm about, these guys know what I'm about, and that's all that matters. I can care less how somebody feel about me.
Well, John, from your perspective, how do you think your collaboration has been with JD?
What do you mean collaboration?
Just the partnership.
I thought it was good, but you know, somebody can see it another way. So it's always two sides of the coin. So, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, how I represented this franchise and what I wanted to do to represent this franchise, so when I got here till now, has been with the utmost respect and honor and dignity, and I would say loyalty. I mean, shit, I've played here longer than pretty much any other franchise I've played for besides Cleveland, and that was a 7 and a 4. You know, so.
Have you guys talked since that came out, like clearing the air, or is that something?
We never talk. I don't understand. Like, it's not like me and Jeannie be on the phone talking. You guys ain't never heard a report about that. Don't make something out of it that is not. You know,
y'all definitely talk on the phone, LeBron. Y'all definitely talk on the. You and Jeannie Buss, y'all talk on the phone. You know this. I know it. The world knows it. And she did do you a favor in putting Bronny on the team. And I don't want to sound sexist or misogynist, but only a woman would do that. Only a woman would make that decision to put a kid, an undeserving kid of her friend on an NBA team. Only a woman would have made that decision. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. Y'all were besties. Like, what the fuck?
Always been mutual. It's always been respect. It's always been a great partnership. But it's not like I call Jeannie on the phone. It's not like I call Mickey Harrison on the phone or Dan Gilbert on the phone. Like, come on, guys, don't make this more than what it is. I don't care.
The trade deadline's a couple weeks away, and this team is.
We know you don't care, LeBron. It's showing.
You telling me what you saying?
I mean, well, you.
Oh shit! Don't do that. I'm just playing.
You kind of hold the cards on that one.
Yeah, I do.
But no, like, what do you think needs to happen for this team to level up? Do you feel that there's enough in this room, or are there ways to get more consistent?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there is. I mean, we're missing our all-star 2 guard, so we haven't been whole pretty much all year. We're starting to get a little rhythm. We're starting to get full. We haven't a full roster all year, pretty much. You know, and you know, our all-star 2 guard has been out. You know, hopefully we get him back soon. I've seen another report that possibly may come back during the trip. Right, that was reported. Okay, well, it came across my timeline. Yeah, so I mean, we don't know, and I don't really get involved into. It's disrespectful to these guys if I start talking about the deadline and what we need to do and what we got to get better, whatever the case may be. You know, I don't try not to play.
LeBron need to just get up out of there, bro. LeBron needs to get out of there, bro. He just need to retire, bro. He's not getting another ring, Chris Smith. I'm sorry. I know that's your king, but he's not getting the ring. Now, I've said this before because people think I like LeBron. LeBron cool with me. You know, however Michael Jordan is my GOAT. To be a Michael Jordan or a Kobe, you have to be like almost a sociopath. Like, as a fan, what Michael Jordan and Kobe did on the court was like inspirational. But just being them as the person and having to sacrifice so many friends, so much family, and I mean just be like just assholes who worked extremely hard. Like that's a different level, bro. You know what I mean? And that's not really meant for everybody to have. I'm just saying at this point, LeBron's done a wonderful job. He has served the NBA well, but it's time for him to go. He don't need to be in that locker room with his children. At 41, he's in a locker room, and those boys are his son and younger than his son, bro. Just leave. And I often question, well, why is he staying? I think LeBron is staying not for himself, but for everything that's around him. I think he's staying so Maverick can keep eating, so Rich Paul can keep eating, so his businesses keep going, because I got a funny feeling once he retires, all these dominoes are going to fall. They're going to treat Rich Paul different when he retires. All his crew and everybody he bought into the NBA with him are going to get a very cold shoulder when he's out of the league. And I got a funny feeling, too, that the league is going to attempt to sandbag LeBron. I don't know. And I'm saying this is what I'm saying. Now, the point I'm making with LeBron is this. LeBron tried to start an international basketball league, which would have been in direct competition with the NBA, as the NBA is trying to expand into other markets. This is called biting the hand that feeds you. And when you look at the 48 laws of power, when you look at the Machiavellian laws, they say there that you have to take your enemy and put him down and destroy him. So I got a funny feeling after he leaves, there will be an all-out attack on LeBron and all of his friends, initiated by the NBA, to not even give him a chance to have the ability to even conjure up coming up with a different league. Now, I pray what I'm saying is wrong, but my Virgo sensibilities and the way this business is rigged is telling me different. I think when he retires, there are going to be lots of allegations. There's going to be all kind of stuff that comes out, because they're going to get ready to cleanse the league and try to find a new face, which I don't think they're going to find. I don't think we're going to have any face of the NBA anymore, because the NBA is chasing soccer, right? So the NBA will become an international league. So we probably won't even, with the NBA becoming an international league, we probably won't see a real true face of the league for another 10 years. But every organization is chasing soccer. So they're going to sandbag them, bro. Rich Paul, all them boys about to leave, man. And they going to get their ass out of there with LeBron. Tell me I'm lying. No, it's not, bro. It used to be a face. Let me tell you why. Now, you say it's always going to be a face. I'm going to tell you why that's not true anymore. There won't necessarily be a face of the NBA anymore, due to the fact that in the entertainment diaspora, attention, and first of all, sports, movies, comedy, is all entertainment. The business behind it that props it up is attention and eyeballs. The eyeballs and attention convert into ticket sales, merchandise sales, yada, yada. The reason we're not going to see a face in the NBA is because content is everywhere. Attention is everywhere, right? So before, when it was more linear, yeah, Michael Jordan, Kobe, but this is pre-internet. This is people would actually go to the movies. This is when people would watch BET 106 in Park. Those days are gone. And then to really be a face in the NBA, it won't be enough for this person just to play good ball. The person is not only going to have to play good ball, but they're going to have to be somebody that demands a large amount of attention that can grasp attention. If you take a Michael Jordan in this internet age, we probably don't really know Michael because Michael's personality wasn't that necessarily of an influencer. He didn't have like a big, colorful personality. It's going to take a person with a big, colorful personality as well as the basketball skills. And the way these new players are coming about, there's no more of a hood dream. Like these kids not coming out the neighborhood no more, man. These are second and third generation children of athletes, mixed race children of athletes and privilege. They mostly have the personalities of ice cubes. These children, these NBA players don't have personality for most of them. So they're not going to generate the eyeballs. Nobody cares. Okay, you put the ball in the hoop. Nobody really gives a fuck. Not in this clickbait era. That's why we know more about Bronny James than the number one pick in the league, because it's about attention. I don't believe Michael Jordan could have handled social media. Michael Jordan would have lost his mind because he would have tried to win social media. It would have been virtually impossible. Yeah, these kids don't have no personality, bro. Who cares? Like the new NBA to me, it's like they just robots, man. I think Ant-Man got a big personality, but you can't really make him the face of the league because of all the children and the baby mamas, and no, that's not gonna work. So I don't know. They just don't have personalities. And then you got a whole generation of NBA players that want to be streamers. They don't even want to play ball. They want to stream and be YouTubers and comedians. It's just a real race to the bottom at this point. All over society. We're racing to the bottom. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, Bron, get up out of there, bro. Just call it a day, man. We're going to wish you a farewell. But then too, I be thinking, like, does he want, like, you never going to get that Jordan or Kobe love. And then even with Kobe, I never really got into Kobe for real because after what he did to Shaq. So when he broke that man law with Shaq, I just always never really watched his game. And then too, that kind of hurt him with them allegations he had. So he was supposed to really be the face of the league, which he was kind of, but then he wasn't. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting people. Let me see. So Donald Trump pulled out of the World Health Organization. Let's ask Gemini, what effects would that have? Okay, let's take a look at this. Let me move this. All right. So this is kind of dear to me because as a healthcare worker, still have my active license as a pharmacist, even though I haven't practiced in a while, but I do my continuing education credits. But anyway, so as of January 22nd, 2026, the United States has formally completed its withdrawal from the World Health Organization. This action, initiated by the Trump administration in January, has several direct and indirect implications for U.S. citizens, ranging from public health surveillance to international travel. The following breakdown outlines what this shift means for the average citizen. Impact on public health and disease prevention. The most immediate concern cited by health experts is a potential gap in health intelligence. The WHO serves as a central hub for sharing real-time data on disease outbreaks like Ebola, bird flu, or new coronaviruses. Okay? Slower warning systems. Without formal membership, the U.S. may lose early access to internal World Health Organization databases. This could mean American health officials receive information about emerging threats later than other nations, potentially delaying domestic response efforts. Now, let me tell y'all this. When we had the pandemic, okay, y'all do realize that when Donald Trump got into office, he removed the pandemic response or something. He got rid of that shit. Well, we could have responded to that before it even got over here and averted it from even coming here with COVID and all this shit. So that's interesting. Flu vaccines. The composition of the annual influenza vaccine is determined by global data shared through the WHO. A withdrawal complicates the CDC's ability to access the full spectrum of global viral samples needed to ensure the flu shot Americans receive is effective against current global strains. Based off, and this is the impact on public health and disease prevention. Changes to international travel. While the U.S. can set its own entry requirements, the withdrawal may create friction for Americans traveling abroad. Vaccine certification. The WHO sets global standards for yellow cards. Vaccines without a seat at the table, the U.S. has less say in these standards. This could lead to administrative hurdles where U.S. documentation is scrutinized more heavily or requires additional bilateral agreements to be recognized in certain countries. Border health protocols. In the event of a future global health emergency, lack of coordination on travel bans or quarantine protocols could lead to confusing or disjointed travel restrictions for U.S. citizens. Shift to bilateral health diplomacy. The current administration stated that this move is designed to restore accountability and save taxpayer money. The U.S. was the largest single donor to the World Health Organization. Direct agreements. Instead of funding a central body, the U.S. intends to work directly with individual nations to monitor diseases. Citizen impact. For the average citizen, means the U.S. is betting that it can use its own influence and research to get health data directly from other countries. Supporters argue this prevents U.S. funds from being used unofficially. Critics argue that hostile nations may refuse to share. I don't like this shit. I don't think this is a good move. We have been a part of the World Health Organization for I don't know how long. And if we are not communicating to other countries what's going on and those countries are not communicating to us, you can get widespread pandemics and flu outbreaks. We have to, this administration seems to get their information from podcasts. They're getting information from podcasts. And look, I don't want to get too political here, but I know you have people that are against vaccines. You know, vaccines cause all this shit. Meanwhile, measles we have measles again. Like measles is back on the rise. Right? So it's a no-win situation where we politicize vaccines. So I say to people this, if you want to get the vaccine, get it. If you don't, don't. But when the consequences come, don't say shit either. You know what I mean? Like that's where we at right now. So I'm gonna wrap this up. We 48 minutes in. I hope y'all enjoyed today's session. And look, I'm about to head out. I'll be in Birmingham, Alabama, driving to deliver jokes and whatever this snowstorm is coming or whatever shit is about to happen, but whatever. So I will be there. If you guys pull up, you know what I mean? But thank y'all for tuning in. There's been another episode of LeVar Walker Daily Show Podcast. See you guys Monday.